What is going on, Earth2 novice, enthusiasts, and everyone in between? Thank you for joining me for another episode. We are going to be diving deep into some Earth2 speculation. Shane Isaacs, CEO, has mentioned recently that there will be some sort of reward given to those who are keeping their money within Earth2, keeping their e-dollars within Earth2. Now, not just spending it, buying land, but he did say that there would be some sort of incentive or some sort of thank you, reward, if you will, for keeping your dollars within your e-dollars within Earth2. That got me thinking, because lately, as many of you know, I've done Forex, I've done stocks, I've done options. I still play with a little bit of that. Most actively, aside from Earth2, probably a lot of my focus on charting and everything is with crypto. And lately, I've been staking a lot of crypto, and that's really big. It's a big trend, staking. If you're not familiar with staking, there's multiple reasons to stake your crypto, but basically what you're saying is, I'm going to own this crypto, I'm going to put it over here in reserves and add to the liquidity available and also decrease the volatility, let's say. So what I mean by that is, let's say that we've got, just for those of you who aren't familiar, let's say we've got two different things. We've got a wallet and then we've got an exchange. When your money is in the exchange, that means that you normally have intentions to buy and sell and move in and out, and that will start fostering more volatility. The more people who have their money in exchanges, the quicker they're able to sell that money, the quicker it's able to drop down. Crypto, I should say, not money. And when I sell something, it'll drop down, right? Or it'll start leaning towards a bearish turn. Bear is down, bull is up, for those of you who don't know. Now, when I take that crypto and I put it in a wallet, that's like taking your money and putting it in a bank, or like taking your stock, if you could, and taking your stock and locking it away, taking some stocks and bonds. I don't even know if this is really applicable, but locking it away and basically saying, I'm not looking to buy, sell, or trade. I'm looking to hold on to this or hodl for a little while. And by putting your money into a wallet, like I said, it will reduce that volatility, because that shows that there's little to no intention for you to be liquidating that, driving the price down, trading and messing with the price. So it lends stability. Stability is the opposite of volatility, right? So the option to stake cryptocurrency is often rewarded with some sort of interest payment or some sort of bonus. Now, when you stake something, they may give you an incentive that is an interest or a bonus payment in that same currency that you're owning and staking, or sometimes they will pay you in a different currency for holding on to some normally related or built on that same platform kind of currency. But the basic idea is, it's kind of like a CD. You lock it up for a certain period of time. Some of these staking options are day by day. Some of them are a certain amount of time that you're locking it up for, but they're paying you some sort of interest. Now, that interest is normally derived from them then taking that money and using it to back loans that are given out. Now, these loans might be someone who is buying options. And I'm not going to get into options, but basically, when you take out options, you are paying interest to borrow money for a certain period of time. And the facilitator of that loan is actually lending out someone else's money, like you. And this is something that conventional banking systems do already. And we're just putting it in a cryptocurrency type of platform and doing basically the same thing. Now, one of the buzzwords around the cryptocurrency stratosphere is DeFi, decentralized financing. And what that means is you're essentially cutting out the bank in order to get the communal involvement enhanced and increased. And it allows you, the individual, to actually make more money when that money is lent out. So instead of the bank taking the lion's share of any loans that they're basically using your money to leverage and lend out, the cryptocurrency ecosphere is allowing you to participate in more of those interest payments, a higher percentage of that money that's being collected. So a lot of them are actually very attractive, and I will probably have some links below that will be maybe a referral link or something like that. I'll see what I can find. One that I've been participating in lately is through Qcoin, which is a trading platform, and again, there's going to be links below. And I get into everything, you know, through the shallow end first. I don't often dive in deeply. I threw a couple $100 into Qcoin. I bought up some Cake, I bought up some Hydra, and I staked some Hydra. Hydra right now is paying 170 to 185% APY. Now, to give you some perspective, the average CD right now, if you were to put your money into a bank and tie it up for a year, you're making like single-digit interest rate, and it's going to be on the lower end of single digits, probably less than 5% a year on your money. Probably barely beats inflation, especially with the US printing out money like it's going out of style, and in which case I would argue it is kind of going out of style. So pun intended. Now in this video, I'm not going to get into exactly where all this money is coming from and how it's made, but just understand that you putting money over here allows them to lend it out. That person who's borrowing it is paying interest, and in the crypto universe, you get more of that interest than you would in a bank. The same thing happens in a bank. When you put money into a bank, the bank is actually able to lend out about 10 times as much as they have in the bank. And that's your money that they have in the bank. So they're making money lending out 10 times the amount of money that you've put in, and they're making most of the interest. So be angry, be appreciative of DeFi. Now going back to my Qcoin experience, I've actually made an average of $1.24, $1.25 per day on a $200 investment. So after my first 10 days, I made about $14. Now, while $14 may not excite you, what should excite you is the fact that that's 7% in 10 days. That's more than any CD that I've ever seen, good or bad economy, since I've been looking at CDs since my 20s. Now this is where I have to give the disclosure that none of this is financial advice, and I am gambling with my money basically, because let's face it, everything's a gamble. Even the stock market, which is regulated by the SEC, that's still all a gamble. So don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose. Don't invest anything that matters. But if you do want to invest in crypto and you don't want to have to learn to chart and day trade and get into fundamentals and analytics and all that other stuff, this might be something that's viable. So again, check the link below, and also mention in the comments whether or not you want me to do more content on crypto. Now let's get back to how this relates to Earth2. My theory, again, I'm completely speculating, and honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as my certainty, I would say it's a banana. Just kidding, I'd give it about a 6 or a 7. But is the Earth2 team, are the Earth2 team, technically it's plural, looking to offer some sort of staking incentive for those who wish to hodl their E2 dollars? Now, one of the many voices in my head says it doesn't make sense because there's not really any volatility, because the E dollar, or E whatever we're calling it, is essentially a tether. So there's no need to fight volatility. But one of the other many voices in my head says that what he says does sound like it insinuates some sort of staking type of incentive. So what's this mean for you? Well, it all depends on how bullish you are. I am increasingly bullish with Earth2, so I have almost zero plans to take any money out. Money's probably only going in. Whether I'm buying or hodling, that money ain't going nowhere. Again, if you're interested in staking, I've got a link below for a very easy system to use. It doesn't require all this technical stuff of wallets and connecting, all this other mumbo jumbo. I can also teach you guys how to do that, but I want to see what your interest is first. I don't want to take the time to plan and record videos if it's something that you guys aren't really interested in. So I could teach you guys to get into the more complicated stuff. I could show you guys how to get into the easier stuff. You could follow the link below to do it yourself. Just let me know. I'm here to serve you. Now, 170 to 185% a year is pretty enticing. So if you want to take advantage of that, there's going to be a link below. I'd really appreciate you using it. I'll also throw in my referral codes for not only Qcoin, but also Binance. If you guys are in the US, you want to use Binance.us. If you're outside the US, Binance.com. The interest rates do fluctuate. So while things are at 170 to 185, I have seen it fluctuate between 185 and 180 daily. I don't know if it's going to drop below that. I don't know if it's going to skyrocket. I've seen some stuff that's over 1,000, but that normally requires you to get a wallet and a little bit more advanced stuff. Again, I'll do that content if you want me to. Let me know in the comments below. But definitely, if you're interested in any of this stuff, and I've been the one who's kind of led you this way, I would super appreciate it if you use my referral code. I'm not even sure what kind of kickback I get, but I know you definitely get a discount, so why not use it, right? And make sure that you hit the contact form in the links below. You sign up for that contact form, you're going to get a list of mega cities. You're going to get some information on how to find the cheapest gold and salt, and really educate yourself on how to find mines in general. And I will also keep you abreast to all sorts of other real-time developments. Oh, by the way, you'll also be entered into a raffle for me to use your referral code when I make my purchases, and I do weekly land giveaways. If you're a noob, should have mentioned this before, sorry I didn't. That's not all water in there. But for noobs, this is a super noob friendly channel. And I am giving away some pristine land to noobs who fill out the contact form below, show me that they used my referral code on their first purchase. I feel so honored when you pop your cherry with me. And for those few select individuals, I'm going to help you catch up on the rest of us by allowing you to choose whether or not you want some of my property in the UAE or some of my mines. Basically, everything's up for grabs. I'll reach out to you to tell you that you've won. You'll tell me which you'd prefer, and bada bing, bada boom, your portfolio value in Earth2 just skyrockets. But that's all I've got for today's episode. Make sure you're subscribed, you got the alerts on. Give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Hit me in the comments. It's good for the algorithm. I don't really know how. Until the next episode, I look forward to helping you navigate this miraculous, marvelous, mystical, magical, magnanimous, maniacal world of Earth 2.